guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, welcome to the family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much once again for visiting and popping in. Yes, I'm sure you can see from the title of today's video that we're continuing from our last video. The last video was a part 1 on the advantages of marrying young, and today, just to balance out the equation and to bring the reality aspect of things, I am coming to you with the disadvantages of marrying young, because the truth is that it's not only, sugar and roses and honey and all the good things, but there's also that reality aspect of things that come to challenge the marriage, to challenge yourself as an individual. And yes, let's get right into that. So point number 1 on my list of disadvantages of getting married young is that when you're younger, you've not really gotten to know yourself. Some people have not really gotten to know what their purpose in life is, you've not really figured out your dreams, and you've not really come to actualize the aspirations that you might have had. And there's also that expectation that comes in, because you come in as a half, because you've not really gotten to know yourself. You come in as a half, and there's an expectation from the partner's end to complete you, which is in most cases not ideal, and it's not the truth, because you are an individual, a whole individual on your own, and therefore there's a purpose that you were brought to this earth to fulfill. And coming into marriage at a younger age and not having known or discovered exactly what that purpose might be, it also creates that unrealistic expectation for the partner to fulfill you. Some people, when you start taking up different roles in marriage, when you now become a mother, a wife, you also tend to lose sight of who you are. Growing up, we all have dreams and aspirations. We know that we want to touch the world, we want to make an impact, we want to do ABC. But when you come into that marriage space, some people tend to lose sight of that vision for yourself as an individual, because that is what will ultimately bring you that fulfillment in life. And when you're fulfilled, you will ultimately then become a better mother, a better wife, and a better partner and colleague, and so it's very important that for you to just try and come to know yourself, come to understand yourself, know what your dreams, personal dreams and aspirations, what your purpose is. And then when you come into marriage, having that understanding, it'll be easier then for the two bombs to then collide and make an even bigger and greater impact. So very, very important for you to get to know yourself first, so that it doesn't hinder you in marriage. And like I mentioned, when you come into marriage, there's certain duties that also come into play. You're now no longer just a girlfriend, but you now become a wife. And being a wife on its own is an office. It comes with many responsibilities. Especially in this generation, there's the 50-50 mindset that we are equal, which before God, yes, we are all equal, male and female. But in the institution of marriage, the truth is that we are not the same, and we are not equal in our roles, in our contributions, and in many aspects. This is, I know, very debatable, and it's subjective to your beliefs and values, but the truth is that we are not equal. From the way we look, from the way we are created, we play different roles. There are different roles that God has destined for us to contribute in the family space and in our communities in general. I mean, I am a woman, so my duty in the marriage aspect is to, let's say in the case of giving birth, is to carry a child. So I can't say I'm equal with my husband, because there's certain things that I will go through that he will never get to go through. And unless I then get into my role, there are many other benefits as well of being a wife that I might miss out on, because I'll be trying to play the husband and wife role. There are many benefits that I'll also tend to miss out on if I'm not optimizing that that wifely the wifely duties that I am supposed to carry out. But I digress. Getting into marriage, getting into marriage at a younger age, there are those duties that are expected. They're not clearly written down or constitutionalized somewhere, but it's those things that come naturally. A woman is there to nurture, to take care of, and the man is there as the provider, the protector, the one who shields, the one who leads. So if you're coming into marriage and you're not ready to subject yourself, if you're a female, if you're not ready to subject yourself, and as a man, if you're not ready to rise up to the occasion of being a leader and leading, this tends to then bring a clash, because I as a woman will be trying to do my husband's duties, and he will then also sometimes, if not trained and not well prepared, might also be trying to be the softer one, or be the loved one in the household. And this tends to bring a clash when we are not clear and we don't really understand our different duties in marriage. It's very, very important. If you're not ready to subject yourself, if you're not ready to open up yourself from the female aspect, if you're not ready to be led, because the truth is that as an individual, you have the freedom to do whatever, whenever you want to do it. But then when you come into that institution of marriage, there's some decisions also that you might not be able to make independently. There's some decisions you'll need to consult your husband or your wife about, and come to a common agreement or common understanding before those decisions can be actioned out. So that aspect of subjecting yourself as a woman and rising up to the lead as a man is very important for you to understand before you get into marriage, because if you come in with the wrong understanding and the wrong mindset, it'll tend to then bring a clash between the two parties. Instead of us understanding each other, sacrificing, compromising, meeting each other halfway, we will always be clashing, because I'll be trying to do what you are supposed to do, and you might be trying to do what I'm supposed to do. So it's very, very important for us to understand that aspect of our different duties that might not be written somewhere clearly, but they're things that come naturally within us. A woman is there to love, to nurture, to take care of, to incubate that which is given to her. And as the man, the leadership role is always there to take decisions, to protect. It comes naturally in each and every one of us. So it's very important for us to understand those different aspects of ourselves in order for us to be able to work harmoniously together as a unit. So we spoke about the different duties that come into play in the institution of marriage, and now in the institution of marriage, there'll definitely be that conversation of kids that come into play. And if you and your partner have agreed that you will not have any kids, that's a story for another day. But if you are if kids are in the picture and kids are part of the plan, there's something that you also need to be ready to give up a lot of yourself. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with having kids. So if you're somebody who's still, very immature, quite selfish with your time and your resources and all those things, you don't like sharing, having kids will definitely, be a challenge, because then you have to give up a lot of yourself, give up a lot of your time, give up a lot of your spirit into that person. You give up a lot of your energy to nurture and raise this new person up. So you need to be ready. If you're deciding to have kids, marriage comes with those things. So it's part of the package. So you need to be ready to take up the responsibility of nurturing, leading, both male and female, nurturing, leading, imparting this child, training them up in the right way, because that's what's expected of each and every parent. You need to be ready to take up that responsibility to raise this child up in the right way, impart them with the right things, instill the right things in them in order for them to grow up to be a better person in their society. And you also need to be ready to give up a lot of yourself, compromise a lot of your priorities, for instance, because the truth is that these little people will definitely take up your time, they'll definitely take up your energy. So you need to be ready to give up a lot of yourself, a lot of your resources as well. Now, another very important aspect in the institution of marriage that affects a lot of relationships is that financial part of things. And the disadvantage, because there are many advantages, yes, but the disadvantage of marrying young, a lot of us will not have yet been settled financially, because obviously, you know, you're still working towards building. This is now for the majority. There's the special 1 or 2 people who might have, you know, hit the jackpot by the time they're 20, so their life is obviously very different. But in a typical situation which affects the majority, when you're younger and getting married at a younger age, you would not have had, you know, you'd not be financially stable as yet. And if you're, you know, with a person who might be very demanding, or a person who has certain expectations, let's say for instance, if you're a guy who's not yet financially stable and you're, you know, having a young bride who has, you know, expectations from, you know, what she expects her husband to do and to provide for her and give her, that financial insecurity that now arises poses as a very big challenge, and it challenges a lot of relationships. So that's one of the disadvantages of getting married young. You would not yet be financially settled, so then it opens up all these other potential you know, challenges and things that can affect your sometimes it could even end up breaking that relationship if the understanding and planning of the finances has not yet been well established. So it's very, very important for one to prepare financially, or to at least have a plan on how, you know, you're going to carry out certain things and how you'll meet up with certain expectations. So it poses as a disadvantage if you're not well prepared, if you don't have the financial education or the financial plan on how you will work out and meet certain expectations. So that's something to look out for, because it'll definitely come up and it'll definitely affect that relationship and that union. So very, very important for you to note that. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I would really love to hear your comments. Please do leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think some of the disadvantages might be. Maybe you've experienced them, maybe you've witnessed them with some couples around you. Do share with us in the comment section. Let us know what you are saying and what you've seen and experienced. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the comment section and let's engage on the topic at hand. And just a reminder, we are still on the road to 500 subscribers, so please do not forget to click on that subscribe button, become part of the family. Let's build and get this train moving. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget your comments. Don't forget to share. Please share with your family, your friends, everyone on your timelines, on your inboxes, you know, on your WhatsApp statuses. Do not forget, please, by all means, do share. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Please do take care and love you so much. Thank you guys so much.